Well, good evening, everybody. J-Mac here with you. I'm joined by all of my friends tonight. Chris P. Bacon, everyone's favorite savory treat, is here. How you doing tonight, brother?
Doing good. April's coming up around the corner, or started right now. But baseball season's here, and it's a good time.
All right. Let's see. Then we got the Sleep Master Champion mess around.
You know what? I should be sleeping right now.
I think we all could use a little sleep. So next, then we have Big B. Big B, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. We all know April Fool's is actually today. And me living in Minnesota, I'm going to give you a little peek of what we got going on right now. That is snow and rain mixed. Icy roads. So if anybody's watching that lives in Minnesota, drive safe if you're driving. But I'm ready to talk with my bros.
I'll just add on to that, Big B, and I'll say if you're driving and watching us, we do want you to watch us, but we want you to do it safely. So please pull over to the nearest spot that you can pull over and watch the show from there. Don't try to watch it while you're driving, please.
Yes.
Safety first. Come on now.
Safety first. So Thomas Burnett says, good evening, guys. Good evening, Thomas. And Christy says, hi, guys.
Hello.
And yes, this is the triumphant return of Four Bros. We've been on hiatus for almost 2 weeks. Our schedules were just off. I was feeling a little under the weather for a couple of days. We had some other stuff going on. Some unexpected things happened. But we're back tonight, and we're here with you.
Yeah.
And the first thing I want to say is that I'm gonna put this out there, guys. I thought when we heard Chris say that the Los Angeles Angels were going to win the AL West, I thought Chris was insane.
Yeah.
I thought he was crazy.
You haven't heard the rest of it then.
I thought he was crazy. Because I said, what's so great about the Angels? Then I watched their game, and I start recognizing all of these players that are stepping up to the plate as like power threats.
Yep.
I mean, there was like 4 of them in a row that I'm like, man, that guy could hit 30. That guy could hit 30. Then there's Trout who could hit 50. And then the guy behind him, Anthony Rendon, in a healthy year, he could hit 30. I'm like, dang, they got like 4 guys that could hit 30 or more homers this year.
Yep.
If they don't stay healthy.
I was going to say the key is to stay healthy, though. That's with anybody.
But the thing is, too, is in his predictions, too, he had the Nationals winning their division, and he had the Royals winning the Central, I believe. So
hold on. No. You don't even get to defend yourself on that Nationals pick. You got to be kidding me.
Oh, me and Tim Hendricks were like, we were shocked. We're like, okay. And then when he came back with the Royals winning the Central, we're like, Chris, go put $5 on the Nationals and Royals in the World Series, man.
Goodness.
Set us all up.
So I'm going to stop you on the Nationals. Like the Royals, that's bad enough. But the Nationals, let me tell you how bad the Nationals are, Chris. Their opening day starter, Patrick Corbin, is the only pitcher in baseball to have 12 or more losses 5 consecutive seasons, and he's their opening day starter.
Oh,
wow. Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Ooh, Chris, whatever juice you're drinking, put it down, bro. You got a bad batch.
So
but remember, guys, we also said that to a certain J-Mac a couple years ago with the Bengals. He said the Bengals are going to be a threat. We all laughed at him. So,
or when he said Foles was going to start for the Jets or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I did say Flacco was going to start for the Jets week
Flacco,
1 last year.
that's what it was. Sorry. I knew it started with an F. F that guy.
And Thomas, you're right. Otani can't pitch every day. But now that you brought that up, I got to
True.
say, guys, I shared something in the group yesterday, and I just want to talk about it for a second. I know it's going to be brought up on Deck also, but I got to say, was it not disgusting that Otani is on the mound pitching, the best two-way player since Babe Ruth, so over 100 years of baseball, since we've seen a generational talent like this. And Oakland sells 13,000 tickets to a game with him pitching.
Yeah. And the thing is, Babe Ruth, yes, was a two-way player. What, according to people, 3 to 4 years in his career, where Ohtani's done it since day one. So, I mean, to me, Ohtani's the best two-way player. Babe Ruth, yes, is up there, but
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, is it not disgusting? 13,000 people showed up to watch this guy play. Like that's just
probably going to be the highest attendance Oakland's going to get.
It's just this is crazy. It's just crazy. Let's see. James Gonzalez says Angels are losers, and James Gonzalez is an Angels fan. So, Christy says the snow and rain Big B is getting in Minnesota must have come from Montana.
Yeah, thanks for sending it our way.
So don't forget, we got a couple of great things coming up here on the network. We got the Oregon Cougar season right around the corner, and then
21 days away, ain't it? Technically,
yep, 21 days away technically, and then right after that we have the South Lane Buzzard season with that, and we'll be here and there. We'll be in on the Eugene Cornhole League, stopping in on them and getting some stuff there. So got some great stuff coming up on the network. Don't miss any of that. All that stuff coming up. That's going to be awesome. Otani is leaving the Angels. I'm ready for that, is what James Gonzalez says. Yeah, he's going to end up in Atlanta. Just so.
Would that be killer?
It would be killer. It would be amazing, and it would be killer for sure. Let me just say that when everyone, 26,000 doesn't matter. James, my point was, Otani's on the mound. They should have sold that stadium out.
They should have.
And they didn't even get close. Got
26K, so that's like the most that Oakland was.
Yeah. Says Big B. Thomas says that will be down to 6K in a couple of weeks. I know Big B will like that comment. Did you hear that comment?
I heard 6K. So
yeah, Thomas Burnett says it'll be down to 6K in a couple of weeks.
Well, and I was going to say that 26,000 was probably the most they've seen. Probably since the mid '90s.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. And then the other thing I have to pick on Chris for a little bit is because him and all the Rangers fans were saying how Jacob deGrom was going to be the savior and
a certain Mets fan.
And a certain Mets fan. And he went 3 1/3 innings on opening day. So
he got rocked.
He got rocked for sure. The other one that I liked is that everybody in Boston was like, oh man, Corey Kubler starting opening day for us. It's going to be great. Him and Chris Sale are back. They're back. Yeah. Kubler pitched 3 innings and gave up 6 runs. So
that didn't go too well.
Well, what about Verlander starting on the IR?
Verlander. I mean, he wouldn't be with the Mets if he didn't end up on the IL. I mean, it's just welcome to New York.
Yeah, no kidding.
So that's all I could say. Let's see. Isaiah says, "What's up, fellas? Great to see y'all." Man, Isaiah's watching. I predicted that Texas will win the World Series this year. Texas over Dodgers in 6. Dodgers ain't even going to make the World Series. Dodgers are not as good.
Well, he just ruined it for 2 teams. So
yeah.
By the way, guys, I don't know if you saw this post yesterday by Isaiah, but I have to tell you, He asked, and this was a legitimate question. Okay. So you talk about guys that don't that talk about sports they know nothing about. Isaiah's the king of that, by the way.
Yeah.
He said he was in Seattle and he was asking how come he couldn't find a Sabrina Owens-Q Seattle Storm jersey.
Oh, Isaiah.
And I pointed out the fact that she plays in New York for the Liberty, for one. And then he said something about college, and I said, and she played college in Oregon and Eugene. So I don't really know. I think Familia will have 35 saves. I'm currently in Seattle. Isaiah, no one cares. Seattle is his town, apparently. At this point, Sales should retire. Thomas Burnett laughing. Marcus Stroman, 6 shutout innings for the Cubbies. Yeah, the Cubs look good. The Cubs do look good this year. The White Sox, I think the White Sox are going to surprise some teams. How about
on pace for 162-0?
Yeah. How about the Twins, though? How about Joey Gallo? And he is such a pull hitter that they pull the right fielder to play in the middle so that he still has the shift on him.
Yep. A lot of teams are going to do that, I think, this year to a lot of hitters. So they found a loophole in the shift that they'll bring their left fielder over, move the center fielder over to play left center, and then have the right fielder in right or right center. So, I mean, if you can still slap it over third base, I mean, you could easily get a double. I mean, I think Cecil Fielder could probably get a double if he did that. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how MLB reacts to the shift-ish thing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I am excited to see, though. You know what I am excited for with the rule changes? I am excited for the new rule about you can only throw over twice. And if you throw over a third time and you don't pick them off, then they automatically get the next base. There's going to be a lot more stolen bases in baseball. Because if someone threw on me twice and I knew they couldn't throw a third time unless they picked me off, I would walk halfway to second base on the next.
Oh, I would get a big old lead. You're right. And make them attempt to throw at least.
Yeah. So that would be great on that on that. That's going to be awesome. So we had a couple of violations yesterday of the pitch clock, and one thing that I heard was that the league came down and said we're going to hit these hard and often to start the season. They're going to be a hard and fast rule, and I think they have to be, because if you let things go now, what's it going to be like towards the end of the season?
Yeah.
So you have to make sure you're on it now and make sure that everyone understands what the rules are.
Yep. No, I agree with that. I think I think for the first month or so we're going to see it, and hopefully in the beginning of the year we see it affect a game late to see how they react. But I mean, I hope I don't see it, but if it happens, I hope it happens early and not late where it's going to cost the team the pennant run or something.
I will say one thing that I wish that they would change, or one thing I think they can work on is making sure that they're vocal and loud about what the call is.
Yeah.
I don't remember what game I was watching, but one of the pitchers before the innings, you have to be done with your warm-up pitches. You get 30 seconds and then you have to be done when it hits 00. Well, one of the pitchers wasn't done, and he ended up the clock hit 00 before the inning, and then he threw his warm-up pitch. So the umpire called a ball, but didn't say it loud enough so anyone knew what was going on. So then when the batter came to the plate, they had it at a 3-0 count, and they told him to take first base, and no one knew what was really going on.
Yeah, that stuff. Yeah, you're right on that. They should.
Or like the mound visits. They have the clock, but they don't really enforce it either. At least they didn't during the Ranger game. But
hopefully for the postseason they get rid of the clock violations. I don't know, maybe.
I don't think they're going to get rid of the clock violations in postseason.
Yeah, I don't think they will
They,
either.
they might tweak them. They might do the whole year. Then, probably August they'll be like, "Hey, for the playoffs, we're gonna tweak it. We're gonna run this as our clock."
Now, do you guys think that with the new rules, they should still do the runner starting on second in extra innings?
I think they're going to already.
No,
Right
get rid of
now.
that stuff.
I
I
think
never liked it. from the
I
beginning.
still think that it should have come late in the game. I don't think it should be right at the 10th inning.
I agree. I think they should tweak that to maybe once it gets to the 12th inning, you should do that to try to end the game.
I would settle on the 12th, but I still think
Maybe 11th, 12th.
13th, 14th for sure.
Well, the
I
thing
mean-
is, those relievers are already coming in with so much pressure, and then to start off with a guy on second, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of baseball talk to start the season, but 12th would be better, Thomas Burnett says. And I think we can all agree with that. There's a lot of baseball talk, but baseball is king right now because it's opening day. And
Have they ever said why they picked second base and not just put a guy on first? Have they ever
don't
said
know.
that?
I know it was to speed up the
Goes
game
on.
and make the games into earlier or faster.
Okay.
So I'm not real sure why they said that, but yeah, baseball is king right now. One thing I do have to complain about though, and I know I get that there's contracts and that it kind of happens for the beginning of the season, but if you're ESPN, the biggest sports conglomerate in the world, how do you not have a single game broadcast on your network on opening day of Major League Baseball?
What
They
the hell?
did.
I remember
No, they did. They had the
they had
White
the White
Sox.
Sox and Astros, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah,
Did they?
they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but typically, I remember.
I couldn't
I
find
think-
I couldn't find it here locally, so that's why I was saying that. But still, it
No,
was
somebody else made a comment too, because I remember a few years ago they started playing like an early game, like depending on where you lived at. There was like an 11 o'clock game, and then it
Right,
was like
I
a 3
remember
o'clock game or something. Then there was the California game that was late night. So they typically had a triple header, So
Well, yeah, I
Right.
remember a few years ago they had like four games on ESPN on Monday on opening
Yeah.
day.
Hmm. But this year it was only one game, and that was Houston and Chicago White Sox.
yeah. One thing real quick before we get into some games that we're gonna do tonight and have fun with the show tonight. What do you guys think of the new rule in the NFL where players can wear the number 0?
not linemen though, right?
Not linemen, not offensive or defensive linemen.
Just like your skilled positions, I think, in quarterback.
Yeah.
I think
No, I,
team number 0 should be
I think,
reserved for kickers and punters.
if I'm not mistaken, I think didn't the stud from the Cowboys, didn't he say he was going to wear 0?
So,
Parsons?
well, Parsons said he was going to, but your former player, Curse, I think it was, he called it first.
I say let him fight it out.
I know Darnell Mooney's gonna put 0 for the Bears.
Yeah.
Is that going to match the number of touchdown catches he has this year?
I was waiting
Sure.
for it. I was waiting for
Yeah.
it.
I don't know. They got some stud receivers now. They should be better. Well, they
I
got one
I
good
tell you,
receiver.
if
Right? Jury's still out of Claypool.
I wouldn't sleep on the Jets this upcoming season if everything falls into place for them.
I still think Rodgers is staying in Green Bay.
He will not
Get
take
off
a
that.
snap
He's
for
not
Green Bay.
staying in Green Bay.
No, but
You
he'll
know-
stay in Green Bay.
Even if he doesn't go to the Jets, Chris, he won't stay in Green Bay. Green Bay doesn't want him
He's
back.
done. He's done
Yeah.
with Green Bay. Dude.
Green Bay's already said they don't want him. He'll go to the Bears.
I agree with Thomas Burnett. I have to bring this up. Does it really matter what number anyone wears? No, to me it doesn't matter.
No.
So it's a non-issue for me. Why would it be hilarious, Isaiah? Why does it matter what number anybody wears? I guess that's the question. Why
Well,
does-
Isaiah, you can ask I'm trying to think of a football team that you called out that was in the wrong city, but yeah, you can ask one of those players to wear 0. I mean,
yeah. I don't know what Isaiah's point is with that. Where to see a quarterback wear 0. I don't get it. What? Real quick before we get into the to the fun of the night, what do you guys take of the Lamar Jackson situation?
Who cares?
I knew Mess Around was going to say that on Who Cares, but just go with me on this. Now, do I think he's elite in the top 8 in the top 10?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe not. Do I think that he is starting caliber in this league? I do. So just to me, why does no one want to take a flyer on him? I guess that's my question. Why does he not have
Well,
interest?
because here's why.
He's a
No,
great running back, but he's a terrible quarterback.
Well, but again, let's see if we can get him some weapons, okay? I'm not because you guys all know since we've all met, I said Lamar Jackson should have been a Viking draft night.
Right.
You know, they should have brought back Case. They should have drafted Lamar and had them battle it out. All right.
To what they can make up work and get him now.
Well, and that's the thing is everybody's like, oh, Minnesota's in the hunt for Lamar Jackson, but yet they're still not talking about moving Kirk Cousins. So, and I don't think the Vikings are going to give up 2 draft picks to have another backup quarterback sit on the bench, you know, and pay that money. But I have been seeing, and I don't know how this would work out, but, you know, they're talking that the Vikings would trade Cousins to pretty much a 3-team deal.
Send it back to the Commanders.
But they were talking about like a 3-team deal to the Vikings would end up getting someone else's first-round pick and then shipping that to Baltimore with Cousins to bring Lamar here to Minnesota. But everybody's shying away because you would have to give up 2 first-round picks. That's the reason why everybody's shying away from him.
He ain't worth 2 first-round picks. Get out of here.
Yeah. Let's catch up on some comments here. Christy says, who cares? So she agrees with Mess Around. Who cares?
Yeah.
James Gonzalez says Isaiah's number would be -2.
Is that his IQ as well?
Yeah. Thomas Burnett says he's injury prone. I agree with that. He is injury prone.
And that he is.
But
Lamar
that's
Jackson
what
should go to the ATL like I want him to, says James Gonzalez. And then the Lamar Jackson is good, not great. And I agree. He's good, not great, but he could help a team that, okay, so if they had an offensive line and a couple of receiving weapons, let me throw this in there before I name this team. But if they shored up their offensive line and they gave him a receiver or 2, he could help a team like the Commanders win a few more games next year. That I do think that could happen.
Yep. And I think if Minnesota was able to move on him, I think he would fit well here in Minnesota. I mean, you know, we would have to beef up the offensive line a little bit, but we would have a running quarterback who has a decent arm, not accurate, but you know, I think he would fit here in Minnesota. So,
yeah, I can see that. All right. Well, should we just get into it, guys? Let's get into
it. Let's get into it.
So the first thing that I came up with tonight is a little game that we're going to call Name That Wilson.
Okay.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Well,
Wilson.
That's probably going to be one of them, but that's not always going to be the answer.
Nope.
Your mom.
All right, name that Wilson. All right.
Name that Wilson. So
now before we get into it, is this
I was thinking the same
Wilson's
thing.
all around, or is this actually just going to be sports Wilsons?
It's the ball from Castaway.
I was thinking the same thing.
it's going to be Wilson's. They'll have the last name of Wilson.
Okay. So we're going a plethora of Wilsons, not just sports.
Plethora of Wilsons. Yes.
All right.
Who wants to go first?
I'll do it.
You'll do it.
That's what she said.
Why not?
So mess around. Your Wilson is married to Forrest Gump.
Rita.
Oh, you got that one. Good job.
Oh, I would not even. I know who you're going at, but I didn't know who he was married to.
Yep. Let's see. Let's go. Let's just go in order. So let's go to Big B next.
All right. How many clues do we get?
I will give you 3.
Okay.
If it takes 3.
All right.
I was on a hit TV show.
Okay, that can narrow it down to 2. All right. Next clue.
You didn't see my face until the final episode.
It was Wilson from Home Improvement.
It is Wilson from Home Improvement. Yes.
When you said you couldn't see my face to the end,
I
kind of figured the show.
I had 2. When he said a TV show, I had down to 2 Wilsons. I had to hear the second clue.
All right. Are you ready, Chris?
I'm ready.
Get it working, man. Get it.
Looks like he's about ready to fly an airplane.
I once held the same job as Donald Trump.
Next clue.
Oh, what the hell's his first name?
My initials would be WW.
I don't know.
Is it Warren?
Hang on 1 second. He gets one more clue.
I need a clue, please.
I'm trying to find you one. I was the leader of the progressive movement.
I'm not sure.
Any guesses now?
Is it Warren?
It's not Warren.
Oh.
I know I'm going to. I can't think of the first name.
It was Woodrow Wilson.
God
Woodrow,
dang it.
mother, son of a that. Yep.
I had part of the name, and I'm just like, what's the rest of his name?
I don't know why I said Warren. I knew that.
Back to mess around. I am part of the frat pack in Hollywood.
Oh.
Give me a third clue.
I have starred on screen with my brother. Still need another clue? Are you still there? Mess around?
Mess
That's
around.
good at.
I'm here.
All right.
Did you hear the second clue?
You started on screen with your brother.
With
Yep.
my brother, yes.
Give me another one.
The last clue.
Okay.
I got a hall pass.
Owen.
Say it one more time.
You should have said you have a big nose. I would have got it right away.
Yeah. But
See,
the game is to get it without giving away the big clues. That was
right.
the clue.
Right.
Yeah, it's Owen.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't hear you say the name.
I didn't either.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know he started with his brother though. That was
Yeah, Luke.
I believe the
movie?
movie was. I believe the movie was Home Fries when they with Drew Barrymore. They were both in the same movie.
oh
Yeah.
okay.
Big B, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Remember, this is a famous Wilson.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Famous Wilson.
Okay.
All right. Here's the clue.
All right.
Famous Wilson is I'm a second generation artist.
Oh,
Okay, next clue.
Part my band had one big hit in the 90s.
Okay, next clue.
The other part of my name has to do with a screwdriver.
I know I'm going to hit myself. I'm going to have to pass.
So that would be Carney Wilson from Wilson Phillips.
Oh,
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten it either.
okay.
All right. So it was our first category. Second category is, and you guys will like this one,
All right.
it is what they would call in Jeopardy potpourri.
Oh,
It can be
great.
a question about anything and everything.
Okay.
So we will call it general knowledge. Okay?
What's 2 plus 2?
And we're going to start with crispy bacon.
Okay.
What country has the highest life expectancy?
Italy?
It is not Italy. Any guesses?
I'll go Japan.
It's not Japan. Anything messing around?
Mess around?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Brazil.
Brazil is not. It's Hong Kong.
Oh, okay.
Mess around's next. What is the most common last name in America?
Smith.
Ooh.
Smith. Smith is correct. The top three, by the way, are Smith, Jones, and Thomas.
Oh, really? Johnson up there.
Johnson's fourth.
Okay.
Big B.
Yeah.
Who was the ancient Greek god of the sun?
The eighth. Okay.
No, the
Who the-
ancient.
Oh,
The
ancient. Okay.
Greek-
I was going to say, because I can
Greek
name the
god.
first seven, but I can't name the eighth one. Wish I would have. paid more attention in the sun class. I'm gonna have to pass.
Use the sunglass.
Was a joke.
All right, doesn't sound like anyone knows this. I'll give you
I
one
don't.
clue for a half a point. It shares the name with what all of the when you go into space, they named it blank and then a number. There was a famous movie,
Apollo 13.
Oh.
Apollo.
Oh, really?
All right, so let's use next.
Is it
Is
crispy?
Chris next? Okay.
It's working, man.
Yep.
Chris,
Yes.
what artist has the most streams in Spotify history?
Oh my
This one surprised me. I would never have guessed this artist had the most streams.
Katy Perry?
Not Katy Perry.
Huh.
Any other guess?
I'll go Taylor Swift.
Not Taylor Swift. That is who I thought it was, but it's not Taylor Swift.
Ooh.
I think I might know now, but of course.
I don't know. I thought it was Taylor Swift too. That was my guess.
Okay. The answer is Drake.
Oh,
Are you
I would've
serious?
gotten
Really?
that.
I know that's I wouldn't have guessed that one,
Wow.
God, who the hell listens to Drake now?
right?
Who's that?
Here's one mess around.
Okay.
How many elements are on the periodic table?
You have to ask me that, didn't you? I don't fucking know. I never paid attention to science class.
Does anyone know?
36. I don't know.
36. 36 is a good guess. It's not close, but it's a good guess.
392. That's my favorite number.
Any other guesses?
50?
Not 50.
No.
It's been a long time.
75.
It's 118.
Did we all
Oh.
need to go back to school and take science
No
class? over
kidding.
again?
Right.
Guys, I swear these are random, by the way, because I feel like Mess Around's about to be pissed off because Big B gets this question after he got that one.
Don't get me triggered.
How many
I'll pamper
ghosts?
you.
How many ghosts chase Pac-Man in the start of each game?
It's 4.
It is 4.
Okay.
I fucking hate you.
Um, uh, the next question in line is for Chris. What company was originally called Cadabra?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Anyone want to throw a company out there?
What was
What company was originally called Cadabra?
Abra Cadabra?
Oh, I was,
I don't know.
All right, no one knows. You would know it if I said the name Jeff Bezos, though.
Amazon?
Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Mess around's next.
Okay.
What sports car company manufactures the 911?
I'm done. Dude. Really?
You should know this.
Is it Ford?
It's Porsche. Yeah.
I didn't say Porsche. I said Ford.
You said
No, it's-
Ford.
It's Porsche.
Oh,
The Porsche 911. Or Porsche, as some people say.
that's why I said I'm done. I don't know cars.
Big B.
Yeah.
What is the highest rated film on IMDb as of January 1st, 2022?
Jeez.
Oh, I think I know this.
Highest rated film?
Yep.
God, there's so many to choose from.
This is right up your alley. You did it, rank stuff.
Yeah, no kidding.
This, by the way, just while you're thinking about it, this film is often talked about as one of the best films of all time.
Oh my God, there's so many.
Well, I know.
I think it's all a matter of opinion, really, but whatever.
Man,
I think they're really going by money.
Casablanca.
No.
Gone with the Wind.
No, that's a good guess, though.
That
I
is
mean,
a good guess. I was thinking between those two.
Avatar? No, it's actually the Shawshank Redemption.
Ooh,
Oh.
I love that movie. I
Yeah,
didn't
that
think
is
that was
talked
high,
about,
so that's
yeah.
crazy.
All right. Chris.
Yes.
What art form is described as decorative handwriting or handwritten lettering?
What?
You guys will. It's never been described that way, but once you hear it, you'll know you've heard it before.
Calligraphy? I really don't know.
How did you pull that out of your ass, Chris? It's
Shut
calligraphy.
up. Are you serious?
Yes,
What was it?
calligraphy.
Calligraphy?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was just
I would have
thinking
said
that. I was
cursive.
like, no, it's not hieroglyphics. I was just going through the.
Uh, here's one. Mess around. You should be able to get this one.
Don't say that.
I'm just saying, it's one of the most famous songs of all time, and all you have to do is finish the lyrics. Complete the famous lyrics. I
Okay.
should have changed that stupid lock.
Oh gosh.
See, I told you shouldn't have said that.
I should have changed that stupid lock.
I should have changed that stupid lock. So the song is "I Will Survive," but that's not the
Okay,
next.
shouldn't
That's
have
not the
said
next
that.
one. So
I'm bad at this, but I know the song. It's
Before my
You
wife
say
walked
it's I Will
in.
Survive.
all right. Since no
No.
one knows, it's I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have
Uh-huh.
made you leave your key.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I
That's
should have made you.
Before my wife walked in.
You don't know. You don't know the song "I Will Survive."
I've heard it.
No, it's
I
not.
I've heard it. I guess I never paid attention to the
I think
lyrics.
about
Yeah.
Coyote Ugly every time I hear that song.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah. Oh, what the hell has Tangled have to do with I should have changed this? Isaiah. Anyway. Big B, what country will you find Mount Kilimanjaro?
Yeah.
China.
No.
Isaiah's backyard. I don't know.
Any guesses?
Nope.
So I don't know.
It's Tanzania.
Yeah, I want to that.
That was my 932nd
Yeah,
guess.
no kidding. You could have gave me
Chris,
that as a clue, and I still probably would not have guessed it right.
Chris, what Netflix show had the most streaming views in 2021?
Oh. Maybe.
Stranger Things.
No.
That was what I was thinking.
I was gonna think. I had
Oh,
one more.
God, I watched one too, and I can't think of the name of it.
Had the most views in 2021.
2021.
22.
No,
Or-
21.
Oh.
Oh, maybe it's not the right one then.
Oh, I think I might know.
I can't think. I think it's the one I'm thinking of, but I can't think of the name of it.
Can I? When everybody's done, I think I got
Sure.
it.
Run it.
Is it Tiger King?
No, that's a good guess though. I figured that's the one everyone was going to pick.
No.
It's actually Squid Game.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
remember
that
that one.
stupid show.
Yeah.
My God.
No, I was thinking of that high school one where the main
13
character
Reasons
killed
Why.
himself. Yeah, that's the
Oh,
one.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Mess around. What is a group of crows called?
Whose question is this?
Yours.
I knew you were going to say that. I hate you.
A group of crows. I think you'll know it once you hear the answer because people have said it before. For
I
sure.
know it. I just can't. My God. I don't think I had enough sleep today. Yeah. Just tell me.
A flop?
Counting crows.
It's a murder. A murder of
Murder.
crows.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I knew that.
Big B, how many dots appear on a pair of dice? A pair of dice.
Paradise. Okay. If I did my math quick, should be 42.
It is
Alright.
42.
Hmm.
Yeah. It is 42.
Oh, that makes sense
Minnesota
because
math at its finest.
it on one die it'll be 21, and if you
Yep.
yeah, it would be yeah.
I should ask if it was a 6-sided die or 12-sided die or one of those crazy whatever.
Right. Chris,
Yes.
in which U.S. airport is the busiest airport in America? And this one, I was like, there's no way. And I looked it up and it's true. So it is not.
LAX.
There was 3 that I would have thought it would have been before this one.
LAX.
Really?
Not LAX.
JFK.
What'd you say?
JFK.
Nope. That's the other one I thought it was.
Well, what's the other?
O'Hara.
LAX, JFK. I know ours gets pretty busy because we're right in the middle, but I don't think it's ours.
Oh, it should be here.
That one in
Right.
Boston.
The one
I
in
can't
where?
think of it. I can't think of any other ones.
So the 3 I thought it was, which actually ranks 2 through 4. Number 2 was LAX. Number 3 is JFK, and number 4 is Chicago O'Hare. So those are the 3 I thought it was. Number 1 is Atlanta International Airport in Georgia.
Seriously?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Chris,
Yes.
what phone company brand produced the 3310, also known as the Brick?
house.
Jesus.
And honestly, it would probably still work if you turned it on today. They were indestructible.
Is that the phone that
Verizon?
Zach Morris used to carry around and Saved by the Bell?
Say it one more time, Chris.
Verizon?
No. Big B or mess around. You guys got to get this one. You played the game Snake on it.
Yeah. Nokia?
Nokia, that's it. Yeah.
Dang, and I had one too.
Um,
The brick, is that the one that Zach Morris carried to Saved by the Bell?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one.
Fucking Zach.
I know, mess around. What famous movie has the quote, "We're gonna need a bigger boat"?
Forrest Gump.
No.
Oh.
Waterworld? Is that what it's called?
No, it's not Waterworld.
The hell?
No, I've heard it.
Don't tell me. Don't tell. Chris, if you can guess, I hope it's not the movie I'm thinking of.
I really don't know, actually.
So Big B, before you say what movie you think it is, it had Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, okay. No. Not Titanic. Okay.
No, it was Jaws.
Oh.
Oh, my God. That's an oldie.
No,
When he
no,
says we're
no,
gonna
no,
need
no,
a bigger boat.
For sure.
All right. So we're back to Big B again. Next question that comes up is, which river flows through the Grand Canyon?
Whose is this?
You.
What river flows through the Grand Canyon? I don't know offhand.
Excuse me. Is it Mississippi?
And it's south of Mississippi.
Oh. It's the only river I can think of.
I'm not sure either.
It's the Colorado River.
God dang it.
I was going to joke and say the Lazy River, but
Chris, your question is, what is the state capital of New York?
I'm going to say New York. I don't know. I really don't know.
It's not New York.
Yeah, I figured that.
Syracuse.
It's Albany.
Oh.
Mess around.
No.
Here's your question. I think this is going to be the easiest question of the night.
See, you keep saying that, and I keep missing. I hate you.
What is the smallest U.S. state
Okay, let's make a second. So, see tomorrow.
Rhode
by
Island.
area? Huh?
Okay.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island is correct.
Hey, you're actually right. I'm gonna get it. I love you again.
And Big B gets.
Yeah.
Man, I don't
What
know.
is this? The national capital of the country of Canada?
Shut up, dog.
Like you're just saying the capital?
The capital of Canada.
Ontario.
No,
I got
Chris.
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Oh.
Ottawa is the capital of Canada.
Oh my god.
All right,
Somebody put
Chris.
another one on the dog.
Back to you,
Yeah.
Chris. You'll get one. Mess around and get one, and we'll be done for tonight. So Chris gets. What is the world's best-selling stout beer?
Tim would know this.
Like
But
type or brand.
Well, we'll go with brand on this one.
I'm gonna go Bud Light.
No,
I really don't know.
you guys know which one it is. The best stout beer, the best-selling stout beer.
Um.
Um,
Hold on.
I would guess I can't think of the name of Coors, ain't it?
No,
Okay.
mess around anything.
That one beer that's made by that company.
It's Guinness.
Really?
Shut up.
Yeah.
No way. That beer is so gross.
I'm just
Is it because of that UFC fighter? Can't think of his name.
yeah, Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Probably.
Nastiest beer I've ever drank in my life.
Mess around. Pink Ladies and Granny Smith are types of what fruit?
The guy that probably has to eat
They're
fruit.
oranges. They're apples.
They're
Yeah.
apples.
I was gonna say.
The beer's
I was gonna say, I believe there's also like Red Delicious. There's a couple.
Yep.
All
Pink
right.
ladies are awesome apples.
All right. I guess that's it for tonight.
Isaiah would have said oranges, I'm sure.
Isaiah probably would have said baked potatoes.
Yeah. Right.
He would even say grape.
Probably.
All right. Let's go around. Chris, what you got? Final thoughts.
Thanks everyone for watching, tuning in. Just stay with Coast to Coast for a lot of great shows. Tomorrow's On Deck, and covering first 2-3 days of baseball.
All right. Mess around.
My God, I'm just tired. It's gonna go to bed. Seriously. Tomorrow's WrestleMania. I'm looking forward to that.
That too.
All right. Big B.
Yeah, join us tomorrow. I should be on deck. As you guys know, I got stuck at work, so we'll see what happens. But keep tuning in. We got, of course, WrestleMania, so we'll recap that on Tuesday. We got In Den with the Cougars, and we got C2C Rankball all coming up. So keep checking us out.
Don't do it.
All right. Well, to say what they said, or to reiterate what they said, lots of great stuff coming up. Make sure you check it out. We are officially 21 days from kickoff for the Cougar season. That's going to be awesome. We're going to be there. We will have that for you. Check
Also,
that out.
don't believe anything anybody says tomorrow. It's April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
That too.
Don't forget what the date is tomorrow on April Fool's. But if I could ask everyone one simple thing for April Fool's, please, there's so many people in this country that struggle with being able to conceive children. Please don't make that part of your April Fool's pranks.
Oh, I hate that.
That would help me. That would mean a lot to me, mean a lot to us. Please don't do that. Have fun with it. Do the you dropped your pocket, your shoes untied, all the classics. Those are always great. Call your mom and tell her, Mom, I need to go to the hospital. When she asks why, you say something like, because when I close my eyes, I can't see.
I saw that today. I saw that
Oh, my
joke.
butt has a crack in it. That's always a good one.
That one's always a good one.
And don't tell your boss that you're quitting and
I did that one.
expect them not to take you off the schedule.
Yeah.
She's like, you're not quitting. Are you really quitting? I'm like, yeah, today's my last day. She's like, you cannot leave. You're one of my best workers. I'm like, I'm not leaving. April Fool's.
That's
She's like, oh
pretty
my
cool.
God, I didn't realize that was today. I hate you.
Yeah. I think the best one I ever pulled off real quick before we go, I'll tell this story. So I had someone that I worked with who told me that they are way too smart to fall for an April Fool's joke. They tell me this on April Fool's. So you know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
You know that I'm planning something the entire time they're gone to lunch. I got something. So they come back and I tell them, hey, you know what, Paige? The store manager said he wants to see you in his office. I don't know what it's about. He just came by here and said, hey, when you see Paige, can you send her to my office, please? And they said, sure, no problem. So you probably should go see what he wants. So she walks all the way up to the front where the store manager's office is, knocks on there, and he's like, can I help you with something? She's like, well, Jason sent me up here, said you wanted me. And he's like, yeah, and what day is it? And she walked all the way. She walked all the way back and said, "You son of a bitch."
That's awesome.
So that was the best one I ever got. But like they said, watch us. Maybe we'll come on here and do an April Fool's thing. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do some pranks. Who knows? But
Yep.
have fun
Maybe
with it.
Isaiah will be the smartest man in the world. Who knows?
Now I know you're telling an April Fool's joke.
Maybe I won't take a nap tomorrow. How's that?
Yeah, we know that's a joke.
Right? That's pretty funny. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. You guys have a great night. Thanks for watching and listening. We could not do this without you. Lifelong dreams being lived in front of your very eyes, and we will see you all on the other side.